There are more ways to find the purpose of your life. Well, here are some more tips from my side. Keeping an open mind. One fundamental way to maintain an open mind is by keeping yourself informed and up to date on current affairs and new developments in your field. This approach will help you be aware of different viewpoints and opinions and any new research or data that may be relevant to your work. Besides, it is essential to be willing to consider other options and perspectives, even if they are not initially attractive to you. Doing so will ensure that you take advantage of potential opportunities or solutions. And it is also essential to be willing to change your beliefs or opinions if new evidence or arguments present themselves. By maintaining an open mind, you can make the best decisions for yourself and those you work with. A long time ago, a wise man lived in a small village. He was recognized far and wide for his great wisdom, and people often came to him for advice. One day, a young man went to the wise man and asked him how he could become as wise as he was. The wise man thought for a moment and replied, "You must first learn to keep an open mind." The young man was perplexed. "How can I do that?" he asked. "It's simple," the wise man said. "Whenever you hear something, don't immediately believe it. Instead, consider it carefully and weigh the evidence. Only then should you conclude." The young man said thanks to the wise man for his suggestions and advice and went. Over time, he found that the wise man was right. By keeping an open mind, he could learn more and make better decisions. And as he grew wiser, people began to respect and admire him just the way they respected the old wise man. Taking calculated risks. There is no denying that taking risks can be scary. However, it can also be incredibly rewarding. After all, we must take risks to know what we indeed can. One of the best ways to take calculated risks is to start small. Begin by taking baby steps outside of your comfort zone. For example, if you are typically a homebody, challenge yourself to go out and explore your city or town. Take a novel route to work or try a new activity you have always been curious about. As you become more comfortable with taking small risks, you can begin to ramp up the stakes. You could start your own business or take a solo trip worldwide. Whatever it is, don't be afraid to go after your dreams. Of course, it's essential to ensure you are taking smart risks. Taking risks means doing your research and making sure that you are well prepared before taking any giant leaps. But as long as you are being thoughtful about the risks you are taking, there's no reason why you can't achieve great things. So go out there and start taking some calculated risks. You could be surprised at what you are capable of achieving. Here's a story to illustrate the point. When I was younger, I was petrified of public speaking. The very thought of getting up in front of people and giving a speech made my heart race and my palms sweat. So naturally, I avoided it at all costs. One day, however, I decided that enough was enough. I was tired of letting my fear hold me back. So I participated in an inter-school debate competition. At first, it was challenging. Just getting up in front of the small group was a challenge. And of course, I lost that competition. But I didn't let that deter me. I kept at it and eventually became one of the top debaters in my school. I even went on to win a few competitions. If I hadn't taken that initial risk, I would never have known what I could do, and I indeed wouldn't have found the confidence to pursue my dreams. So, don't be afraid to go after what you want in life. You never know what you might achieve if you are willing to take some risks. But of course, one should calculate the risks. Do not take unnecessary risks. Just because someone else is doing something does not mean that you should do it as well. This approach could lead to copycat behavior, which can be dangerous. Think for yourself and make your own well-thought-out decisions. Be smart about the risks you take and always think things through before making a decision. But don't let fear hold you back from chasing your dreams. And do ensure that the risk you are taking is not life-threatening or disease-causing or detrimental to the interests of your loved ones in the least. I repeat, please don't take risks that could harm you or your loved ones in any way. Play it safe, but don't be afraid to try new things. It would help if you always found out where it might lead you.